All right, we're at Molsect Knives, and they're brand new to the 2025 SHOT Show.
Hello.
And we got my bud here. He's gonna take us through some of the knives, or we're gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of talk through it because his English is not that great. I'm gonna go through these, and the best I can. I've only reviewed 2 of the Molsect knives. The 2 knives I have reviewed on my channel were the Orbit and the Jungle. But it was the first generation of the Jungle, and now they've come out with colors, and now they are doing, well, this one pulled up. This is skeletonized liners, which now I don't see so well, but it's right in here. Of course, everything's black. But skeletonized liners on the Jungle, and here's all these others. What was this one called? Like the Dolphin?
Cove.
Huh?
The Cove.
Oh, okay. And so there's that. And those are the only ones I was really familiar with. But if you look at their Instagram, you'll see that they have a lot more models that are coming out this way. So let's just take a look at some of them. I mean, they've got their names here, like Old Fashioned, 14C28N, G10/titanium or M3. So they will do these things in both M390 and titanium, or G10 and 14C, right? And so here's this one, and this is M390. So that's like a Cerakote type of coating with a probably DLC on the blade, and that's M390. And it's weird, you can't see any exterior hardware particularly. Liner lock. Oh yeah, it drops right down, and then it's a front flipper. Okay, so you can see these 1, 2, 3 different variants. And what I want to take you over to is talk about the Mantle, which is right here. And the Mantle is a very interesting knife. Check it out, all up and down the line. Some with, shredded carbon fiber with copper, etc., and then some are DLC, etc., and titanium, whatever. And right here, it kind of gives you the rundown. S35VN, all right, and G10 inlays, etc., DLC. So here's this one I thought was kind of interesting. It's pretty loud, but yeah, kind of the copper infused shred carbon fiber, and really the Cerakote is on here, provides the color. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sitting here as well, kind of talking to them about things that I might change, and I think one thing would be the screwdriver on the pivot, as opposed, I would rather have like a T8 here, and then also maybe T8s on the other body screws. But that's just going to be my recommendation. You guys can, also comment, because they want to know what you guys are thinking, and so they can respond to customer feedback, etc. So that's the Mantle. You want to see it in satin with the regular titanium and the shred carbon fiber with copper. And these are, of course, they're higher end, very muted flipper tab, etc. And I guess my buddy from UTE, until the end, so he did the Yuppy. Check the Yuppy out. This one is full Moku Thai or Thai-mascus.
Thai-mascus.
With probably M390, I imagine, right? Titanium Damascus, M390, yes. So this is M390, inner frame lock, Yuppy. And there's what it looks like. You see that on their Instagram as well. They have one in titanium where they have a textured titanium handle that they're running. But this is what this one is right here. Of course, it said M390 on the blade. The Yuppy, I thought this was kind of interesting. satin, M390, of course, this Cerakote finish here, and this texturing here, and then cut it off, kind of make a bolster area. You know, the hardware's not real obvious as far as the pivot, so obviously you take the scale off to expose what you're doing here with the pivot, etc. Frame lock really drops. So I don't know if you guys ever saw any of my videos on UTE until the end, but yes, he messaged me and said, I've got a knife with Molsect, so check it out during the show. And here's the backspacer. So this is pretty cool. Nice little knife. I like the design. It's interesting and kind of bold to do this, but it's also not too large or anything. So yeah, that's way cool. And let me see what else that we would like to hit. There are all kinds of knives here. Here's one. And is this the same kind of... No, this is a different one. This is called the... Negroni. Okay. And those are interesting as well. Let's get that one. Okay. So a lot of these are titanium with high-end steel, like M390, S35VN. And I'll probably end up passing over a knife that somebody wants to take a closer look at. This is interesting as well. Okay. And then let's move ourselves over to really something that's, we were looking at the Mantle, and then here's the Cocoon, right? Which is kind of a related design. And you can see on the Mantle, you got the cutaway here. You got ambidextrous thumb studs instead. But otherwise, very similar design in different materials. And then we've got the Gemini. So the Gemini's got the G10 inlays, etc. And if you look at their card, S35VN and titanium with G10 inlays. And then, of course, you can have the DLC as well, like on this. Button lock, so it drops right away. Easy to open and close. And there she goes. So this is high-end titanium S35VN. Button lock. And very smooth. Very nice. Seamless job on the inlays. Here's what your pocket clip looks like. And what do we got here? The Nova. And so we got a Nova that goes here. And Nova right here. Check that out. And what do we got? Liner lock 14C. Okay. So we can do aluminum or Ultim, copper, or G10. So we got all kinds of... Yeah, this is copper. You can tell by the weight. All right. And then aluminum, I imagine. Aluminum. Right here with the DLC coated blade. Now let's take one for a drive. Okay. So far, they've all dropped really well. And then you want a fixed blade. And I guess there's somebody, in Europe or in Germany that designed this fixed blade knife?
The design is from Fabian, Netherlands. From Netherlands.
Oh, from the Netherlands. They're all the way designed from Netherlands, Europe. And this one is interesting, though, isn't it? So is this a bottle opener?
Yes.
Wow, that's cool. So a very EDC-able fixed blade.
And its name is Noise.
Whew. And what's it called? Or it doesn't have a name yet, huh?
Yeah.
The MUC 109?
Yes.
Now, is that what this is? Or are these?
This is from UTE.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah. Is that also from UTE?
Yeah. And this is from Fabian, the Netherlands designer.
Okay, okay. So, and then there's the sheath. Okay. And yeah, okay, so it's kind of like an ulti clip type thing. All right. And so we've looked at the old fashioned. We've seen these on video before the orbit. And then if you want something crazy transparent, there you go. We want transparency in our knives and our government. Might as well get political, whatever. Okay, so you can see everything through here. Pretty crazy. All right. And up and down and all over. I think that kind of gives us a general rundown of what's on the table. It's way ass cool. Looking forward to seeing more from Molsect. Not Mole Select, but Molsect. Molsect. So, all right. It's a crazy Thursday at the SHOT Show. We're having a good time. Thank you very much for your time
Thank you.
at Molsect.